early morning to get to my getaway. A friend has told me about Kalmatia Sangham, a collection of cottages built on a hill surrounded by cedars, pines, oaks and other trees. And then there are the birds, after whom the cottages are named and which can be seen all around the surroundings. It's as far removed from the city as is possible to imagine. You know, there's nowhere quite like India. There's no other place that combines modernity and tradition, technology and nature in quite the same way. Let's take this program. We're shooting it in front of landscape that's remained unchanged for hundreds of years. Yet no sooner have we finished shooting this program than it'll be beamed out to a satellite in outer space and transmitted to your living room. That's the miracle of India. That's the wonder of India. And when it comes to nature, it gives us an advantage. We can enjoy all this unspoiled beauty in comfort, in luxury even. We can make every trip our very own. Every single trip can be made to order. This is Dieter Rieb. Yes, he's German by birth, but he's been in India so long that he seems almost Himalayan in his ethnicity. Dieter runs the cottages along with his Indian wife Geeta, whose family has owned this property for years.
Oh, hello. Mia.
Finally, yeah?
Welcome to Kalmatia Sanghvi.
Thank you. I've heard so much about you, so much about this place.
Thank you, and I hope you had a good journey up here.
Yeah, wonderful. I'm just taken with those mountains. What are we looking at?
Well, we are looking at, from the left side, you have Trishul. It's about 7,100 meters.
And we're at what height now?
We are at 6,500 feet.
6,500 feet?
Here at Kalmatia Sanghvi. And Nanda Devi is right there in the center. And
that one?
Yeah. Please come in, let me show you the property.
As far as I can judge, the earliest ownership records of the property tell us that it belonged to a British officer called Captain E.S. Jackson. Then, around a century ago, Captain Jackson sold it. He sold it to the unlikely named Edward Thomas Chaudhry. Mr. Chaudhry, or Edward Thomas, depending on what you want to call him, was the district commissioner of Kumaon. Dieter's wife Geeta is Mr. Chaudhry or Mr. Thomas's granddaughter, and that's how the property came into her family. Well, it's now time to check out the real reason I'm here, the cottage in the hills. It's called Himalayan Magpie, and it's actually quite grand, being built on 2 levels. It is everything I'm likely to need if I stay here for a few days. But it also has a fabulous view, which you could never get in most other resorts, no matter how luxurious. If this experience is custom-made for me, then the Himalayas were made to order for the gods. Tell me about yourself. What brought you, you're German, right?
Yes, I'm
What brought you to this corner of the Himalayas?
Well, it was my passion for trekking.
Okay.
And my first glimpse of Nanda Devi made me fall in love with it.
So do you ever sort of look out at the window, see Nanda Devi, see these trees, hear these birds, and say to yourself how lucky you are?
I would say at least once in a day, I tell myself life is good.
Unusual name for this property. Why is it called Kalmatia Sanghvi?
Actually, property used to be known as Kalimat Estate. Kalimat Estate means black soil.
Okay.
And there's a reason to it. The legend says that during the Chand Rajas, a sort of a yogi, a sadhu, came up here, and he was asking that time the minister if he could have some wood to cook his food in the evening. The arrogant minister said, if you're really such a great sadhu, you don't need wood to make a fire. So he gave him some pieces of iron, and the yogi started a fire
from the iron.
From the iron, and the legend says after that the soil turned black.
Tubar.com